Welcome back to Great Day St. Louis. The pandemic quickly changed the restaurant industry from dine-in to carry-out overnight, forcing some major St. Louis restaurants to close their doors for good. But St. Louis Magazine editor George Mahe says there's more positives that have come from this as well, and that's a good thing. He joins us now via FaceTime to explain. Thank you for joining us today, George. Always good to see you, sir. I know you've been very busy.
I have been very busy, thank you. And yeah, you'd think with the restaurants closed that the food guy wouldn't have much to do, but uh, as it ends up, I've never been busier. So that's great. There's plenty to report on. It's a crazy scene out there, and things are changing by the day, so it keeps me very busy.
Well, and we've talked a lot, as you know, about the closings and the negative impact that this pandemic has had on local restaurants, and it's unparalleled. At the same time, there are some positives that have come from this as well. So let's talk about that today.
Yeah, it's all, people, all you hear is the doom and gloom. And I've always been a glass half full guy. And there are a lot of positive things coming out of it. We're seeing this total really shift in focus to delivery, carry out, pickup, and then this 25% dining, so you've got a kind of a hybrid model, which is, it's actually giving people more options. So that's a good thing. And I think you're seeing a greater appreciation for restaurants from the customers. We've always been
Mm.
told, how horrible and how difficult the business is. I think customers are realizing that now, and I think hopefully they're going to cut the guys some slack as they do reopen. And the same on the flip side, chefs and owners are really appreciating customers now because they haven't seen them in 2.5 months.
My question is, do you hear a lot of chatter about whether or not we're ever going to get back to full capacity at these restaurants?
No, nobody's talking about that yet. I'm sure we will eventually, but in the meantime, this 25% thing, you have to think about it a little bit. It's not horrible for a lot of guys if you think about it. 25%, if you can fill your seats 25% two times a night, and you can do that all
Right.
weekend, all weekend. It's not a whole lot different than it was before. It's doable, it's workable,
Right.
but they've got to create the demand to get people back in the restaurants, and that's the big unknown at this point.
Well, and so many of these restaurants are seasonal in some cases, and they're event driven. That focus on baseball or hockey or some kinds of concerts or venue that's close by or whatever else, and that can have a big impact. But you're right. Every restaurant you go in, if you went into it under normal conditions, say a year ago, and it was 25% full, you'd say, okay, well, that's not nothing all really out of the ordinary about that. But tell us a little bit about what you think, your perception, and I think the industry people are thinking restaurants are going to be looking like in the future.
Well, like I said, this hybrid model will be certainly. You're going to see practically every restaurant, delivering, carry out, pick up, uh, smaller dining rooms, and you're going to see, I think, a
Hmm.
shift to third party delivery. I mean, from third party delivery, a lot of these guys are. They charge restaurants 20 to 30%, and it's just not viable for the restaurants. Restaurants have been complaining about this for a long time. Now it's kind of come to a head. So you're going to see maybe some delivery, some self delivery, like the pizza guys have done for years. Those
Mm.
kind of things are happening, and you're going to see, I think, obviously increased sanitation. That's We've seen that already as places open up, and I mean, if this thing rears its ugly head in the fall and in the winter, I think you're going to see.
Right.
Increased testing at restaurants. You're going to see employees getting tested all the time. By then, testing will be more prevalent and it'll be cheaper. And I think if this thing gets crazy again, I think that'll be a big thing. Restaurants will probably stay open, but you're going to see more in-house testing.
Well, and they'll be prepared going into this, and they'll know what life is going to be like under these pandemic conditions. And I would sense that a lot of restaurants are going to be hesitant to rent too much space, in thinking ahead that if this happens again, then I'm stuck with this huge lease. So a lot really at stake here, and more than we can talk about in this segment here on the show. So we're going to discuss even more with George on today's Great Day Extra Live. That will get underway about 10:15 on our Great Day Facebook page. We hope you can join us for Great Day Extra Live coming up at 10:15. Thank